an expected response from Licky, the ladyboy lover. I expected you to do something right after that video, Lickster. Let's consider something here. You see, the Lickster, the military money that he's making, and he said this on his show, so I'm not lying. He opted out to take this greater amount. Okay. But it means that his pension would run out. So he's going to be going for broke soon enough until he can get his Social Security money. Now, that might be for a little while, but he's not the healthiest crayon in the box. So will he live to see his Social Security? 5-star lifestyle. Really? What happens when that money runs out? What happens, Ricky? Licky boy? What happens when your military pension goes, too many cell phone purchases, you know what I'm saying? So Ricky laughs, and I'm laughing because he's already said it. His 5-star lifestyle is going to go down to 1 star before you know it. Remember, he opted out to get the greater amount on his military pension. There's a way of doing that. He explained it. I'm not all into the technical jarbo with this, but he opted to take out the greater amount. Well, guess what? It's starting to expire. I don't know if his money's going to expire first or he's going to expire before the money runs out at his level of health right now. But laugh, clown, laugh, laugh, clown, laugh away. Because I'm the one that's coming ahead here. No, I'm actually doing well. And the figure I gave is really about 34. It's actually a mutual, it's between my Social Security and a mutual investment between me and mine. Okay, and that's why I could make $3,400 a month. There you go. Oh, it's real. It's real. There's no bullshitting about that. Hey, I was able to live on $1,400 a month alone when I had no other extraneous income. And we did fine. Got a house. I don't need to pay any rent or anything. I did doing pretty good, even on $1,500 a month. I had no complaints. Never heard me complain. I was doing well all the time. But also, not to mention that I got a little backup money in the bank. And it's not just from the sale of the house. That was in part. I had money going back all the way to 2003. Okay, I'm going to reveal the source of that. So I have a sizable amount of money in the bank, I'd say. I mean, really nothing to write mom home about, if I could. But it's, by Philippine standards, certainly it's a decent amount of money. We're not going to disclose how much. But we got a fairly good cushion. Okay, but then more to the story. When Gilda was a little girl, a very unfortunate accident happened. Well, it wasn't an accident. Her father did get shot and killed by the NRA. Okay, that's what happened. That's the story. She was only 11 years old, but her father owned a lot of parcels of land. I don't know how many hectares exactly. I'd have to ask her if she even knows. But when she was legal age, anyway, the children all got divided equally among the siblings. And they sold all the land, is what they did. They sold all the land. So she got her share. Actually, when she was 18 years old, she actually, it was a mutual agreement, basically, in the family to just sell off the land. And because the father basically left some money to his wife, well, the land, and then the rest of it, to siblings. So Gilda was a recipient of that. And it was divided among all the siblings. And there was a lot of land. And that land was in there for a long time. It really gathered moss. I mean, it really gathered value. So, she collected money on that. She's never been broke. So when these little goons out there say that Frank is, first they say Frank's broke. They can't make up their mind. But then he's living off of Gilda's money. They can't make their mind up that one, too. No, actually, we actually have a mutual investment. And where we make money, every single month. That's why it's really, I should say, we make $3,400 a month between the both of us, actually. So basically, not to mention her own money in the bank. So that has nothing to do with my money in the bank, although we do have a mutual bank account. So if something happened to me, it's her money. It's going to be her money anyway. Now, I don't have to tell you all this personal information, but I don't see a problem with it. I'm very happy with the amount of money we make per month. We're living very well. We can afford to travel. We can afford to buy appliances. An emergency comes up. We're okay. Remember, living well is your best revenge. Living well is the best revenge. And we're living well. Thank you, Licky. I would be more concerned with your lady boys than you are with how much money I make. And you're going to be broke. Ricky's going to be broke pretty soon. He's going to have to find a rich lady boy next time. Yeah, they exist. Maybe, what's his name is still available on that TV show? Forgot his name. Nah, he wouldn't be interested. I think he has better taste than that. But, Ricky, your money is running out. The clock's ticking, Ricky. The 5-star lifestyle that's going to be exhausted pretty soon. Ricky, you'll be maybe making as much as Obama. Wouldn't that be a kick? And you were stealing his donation money, too. That said something right there. I think he's worried. Now, look, he came out with this, his own words. I'm not making this shit up. He opted out for the greater pay for his service time. So it comes with a penalty. He's going to withdraw all that money early, by every month. And he's digging deep in that well. And the well is going to run dry. There's an expiration, a date that's coming up. Not too far in the future, as I understand. Isn't that right, Licky? Imagine making as much money as Barry. Try living the 5-star. I say the 5-star lifestyle on that. You clown. But anyway, bottom line is we're doing okay. That's all that matters. I don't really have to discuss what I'm making per month. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm certainly not. Most foreigners I've ever heard of on here not making no $3,400 a month on their income, no matter what their income is coming from. It don't fucking matter. If they could bring in $3,400 a month, shit, I'll be honest with you, I never made that kind of money when I was working my last job. I wasn't even making that. I was making under that, actually. So I'm doing better well now that I'm retired than I was doing back then. What do you think of that, Ricky? Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. When you're going to retire in the Philippines, you got to get your ducks together. You got to know what you're doing. If you had any investments, such as a house, whatever it might be, utilize it. So you're not going to live like Barry, okay? Really. I mean, if you're going to live like Barry, go get one of these black market guns, put it in your mouth, point it up, and pull the fucking trigger. I mean, what do you got to live for on $550, $560 a month? I mean, what the fuck? Really? In the Philippines? It's not that cheap here, guys. You know that. Inflation is taking its place out here. Big time. So, Mr. 5-star... Well, see, I'm not a 5-star lifestyle. I'm a 4-star, Ricky. You got one up on me right now on the 5-star, but do you really have a 5-star lifestyle? You mean because you want to publicly... How do I know you don't go in these hotels and walk in and say, we're staying here? But look at the dump you were living in for a half a year in Mandawi, a Section 8 living. Was that the 5-star lifestyle, Ricky? I don't think so.